This is ANN.
Welcome. It appears that we have a conspiracy brewing among local business owners across the United States. According to our investigation, many are prohibiting the development and success of digital advertising. While marketing officials are stopping short of calling this collusion, representatives of many local media outlets suggest otherwise. We talked to several business owners closely related to the situation, and here's what they're saying. So, Heather, I understand you have no interest in digital advertising.
Yep, my grandpappy, he set up this marketing strategy 70 years ago, and I see no reason to change it now.
70 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay. You do realize it's a different world than it was 70 years ago, right?
Mister, I don't need none of that digital, social stuff. I got it all handled. I can do a little Facebook on my own, and my nephew, he does the twitting.
Well, how is your business going these days?
Well, mister, my business is none of your business. Now I'm done.
You know, even big city folks are deflecting efforts to bring digital advertising to their marketing mix. We were fortunate to meet with one of New York City's most feared local business owners, we'll call him Levi the Legend, in front of Rao's, the family's favorite steakhouse.
You know, this is true. It is one of our favorites. But for this conversation, I'm thinking we should go somewhere a little more private, a little more undisclosed, if you catch my drift.
Levi, digital advertising is all the rage, yet you've chosen not to pursue that. Why is that?
Hey, yo, first of all, it's none of your friggin' business. But in fact, it is my business that keeps me up at nights and puts me not in a very friendly mood, I gotta tell you.
I understand, but if you could generate more clients and customers through digital, why wouldn't you take advantage of this and get some better sleep?
Man, it's too confusing. I don't got times for that. Nobody can tell me I'm doing something wrong. It wouldn't be in their best interest if you get my drift. And you know, radio, TV, the papers, billboard, I get that. All my legit businesses take full advantage of those things. Digital, the only thing more confusing is what to charge who for trash pickup, if you know what I'm saying.
So, Mr. Legend, do you go on websites? Do you have a Facebook account? Do you do social media?
Of course, I do a ton of stuff online, like research new ways to start a legitimate business, and I shop a bit, so you may be new in town, need some new friends. Protection, as it were. And of course, I'm always making travel arrangements and identifying surprise destinations for those who are less fortunate. Just saying.
Right. Did you realize that the ads you see on those websites and social media platforms from companies are based on your searches and sites, places you visited? You know, digital advertising can help tremendously reach people and top prospects who are interested in your services right now.
No, wait just a friggin' minute. You mean someone's watching me? They're tracking me? That's not good at all. Anyway, I'm not spending my hard-earned money into cyberspace never to be seen again. Or anyone else's hard-earned money, for that matter.
Why wouldn't you want your ad to be seen by, I don't know, potential customers in your community? In fact, did you know that a person is more receptive to responding to an advertisement if they're already thinking about a related subject? So let's say you need to get rid of a vehicle, let's say with a great big trunk, and people are doing a search for a vehicle with a great big trunk. Your vehicle ad could be right there in front of them.
Forget about it.
As you see, there's a huge misunderstanding or mistrust of digital advertising. Digital advertising professionals are certainly up against a ton of obstacles, and it gets worse. As we continue the investigation into the conspiracy that local business owners do not believe in digital advertising, we're here with a local business owner in the Pacific Northwest where everything's legal. And what's your take on digital advertising?
It's just a fad, dude.
What do you mean by a fad?
Who's going to grab their phones? I mean, it's not going to keep going like that. The phones are too small and stuff. Yeah, it's a fad.
So what if I told you that with your specific business, which requires some more in-depth investigative reporting as to what's legal and what isn't, through digital advertising, it's all legal.
It's all legal.
Okay, so anyway, you don't want new customers coming to your store to purchase the products that you're producing or selling?
Oh yes, I do.
And you
I know exactly how to get them.
And you don't think digital's the way?
And it's a little teeny digital fad phone? No, I ain't got to do it.
So what's your answer?
I'm working on it.
You're working on it?
Yeah.
Okay. I bet you're hungry for some mac and cheese right now, aren't you?
You get the munchies, yeah.
As you see, the struggle is real for both sides of this situation. Thanks for tuning in for this special news report. I'm Steve Rosen. Until next time. The stories you just witnessed were somewhat real. The names were changed to protect the innocent. In all seriousness, though, these stories did tell a story of what we as digital advertising professionals run into each and every day. Let's call it what it is: arrogance, ignorance, incompetence, and/or indifference on the part of our customers and prospects. Our job is to move beyond those issues and get our customers' minds right about advertising today and moving forward. We're not here to push digital down their throats, but rather create a buying situation where our customers have to believe that they can't live without it and end up asking you for your help. How do we do this? Well, we continue to ask questions and use analogies that our prospects and advertisers can relate to. You will see in forthcoming videos that everything I ever learned about sales I learned from watching 2 TV shows. Those are Law & Order and NCIS. Why? All they do is ask questions to create the situation needed for the outcome they're expecting. Trained investigators know the right questions to ask at the right time to move the conversation and the investigation forward. Trained salespeople know to do the same. The basic questions we know to always ask are more relevant today than ever, meaning, what's the advertiser's current business like? How did they get started? What are their goals? Who is their ideal customer? What keeps them up at night? And what are their biggest concerns? In an earlier video, we spoke about asking prospects the have you ever type questions, such as have you ever searched for cruises or all-inclusive resorts, then been served ads from every cruise line or all-inclusive resort known to man. Then there are other leading questions, such as do you want to grab your competition's customers by serving them ads when they're in the buying mood? Geofencing. Digital advertising in small towns and communities isn't about selling, it's about educating. And we have to be able to educate without our advertisers understanding that they're being taught. We have to craft our messages in the form of questions so that eventually the light bulbs go on in their heads and signatures appear on your agreements. Arrogance, ignorance, incompetence, and/or indifference are difficult obstacles to overcome, but educating the marketplace by consistently asking questions will get you further faster. Prepare for each and every call by creating a list of questions you feel will move the conversation forward. Listen to the answers intently and then ask follow-up questions. Be an investigator and an educator, not a stereotypical media sales rep just looking for the sales. Stand out above the competition and be the one your customer trusts the most.
This is ANN.